You think you know, but sleeplessness isn't just about feeling tired. You'll be surprised to learn the truth. Every night you sleep less, your body quietly starts to decay from the inside. Sometimes, staying awake in the middle of the night feels like winning an invisible war, but the real battle isn't fought while you're awake. It's won during deep sleep. Your body, your mind, and your soul, each is silently rebuilt in the darkness, and without even realizing it, you reject that silence, because a voice inside you always wants to stay awake. A restless feeling you can't explain finds excuses to delay sleep. That inner voice saying, "It's late, but I want to be in control," is actually an invisible force managing you. It has no name, no face, yet it governs you. This video won't just tell you about the harms of sleeplessness. It will show you how your own silent saboteur operates. Because the issue isn't just that you don't sleep. The issue is that you don't realize why you're not sleeping. Sleeping less is a subtle act of self-sabotage. It comes quietly, first weighing on your mind, then your heart, your hormones, your immune system. That's why a lack of sleep isn't just a habit. It's a slow collapse of the body. Gradual, inch by inch, it robs you of yourself. Say you slept 2 hours less one night. You thought nothing happened, but your internal organs took note. The neurons in your brain slowed down. Your stress hormones surged. And with each repetition, the system within you got a little more corrupted. Yet you keep saying, "I can manage." But do you know what your body says? Sleep is the moment when your body returns to its factory settings. Yet every night, you leave that system incomplete. Unrepaired cells, unflushed toxins, an unrested brain. All of it comes back to you as anger, weight gain, fatigue, even depression. In a study published in the prestigious journal JAMA in 2002, participants were allowed to sleep only 4 hours per night for 5 nights. The results were shocking. Antibody levels and natural killer cell activity, critical to fighting infections, dropped dramatically. In particular, the body's immune response to flu-like viruses declined by up to 50%. This proved that sleep deprivation wasn't just fatigue, it was an open door to disease. So if you're sleeping less, you may look healthy, but your immune system may already be on high alert. You think you're strong, but that urge to stay up late is controlling you from within. And that urge has nothing to do with binge-watching shows, scrolling social media, or having fun. It's about all the thoughts you suppressed during the day, the emotions you avoided, the truths you delayed. Staying awake becomes an escape from yourself. You choose to fight through exhaustion just to avoid facing silence. But what you truly need isn't to stay awake, it's to heal. And do you know this? While you sleep, your brain cleanses itself. Yes, it does. The sensory overload, toxic proteins formed from stress, neurological waste. It's all cleared during sleep. The brain prunes synaptic connections, deletes the unnecessary, and strengthens the important ones. In other words, you learn while you sleep. Memories are consolidated, emotional responses regulated, decision-making rebuilt. It's not just like clearing a computer's cache. It's like updating the entire system. If you don't allow it, your mind freezes. Your emotions get heavy. You can't focus. You can't decide. You live, but you function halfway. Sleeping little one night may seem harmless, but sleeping a little less every night means becoming someone else in 6 months. Irritable, tired, unmotivated, and worst of all, used to it. That's why lack of sleep isn't an innocent habit. It's a sneaky sabotage. And most people commit this sabotage with their own hands. In sleep-deprived people, leptin levels drop. Do you know what that means? You don't feel full. You feel constantly hungry. And you start to gain weight. But the problem isn't in your belly. It's in your sleep. Why do some people exercise and still not lose weight? Because they only sleep 4 hours. Because the body's repair mode is cut short. And no matter what you do, your body stores fat to protect you. Sleep deprivation keeps your body in a constant state of alert. Cortisol rises, triggering fat storage. To conserve energy and survive, Your body begins stockpiling fat, especially around your belly. You think you're just tired, but your body is stuck in survival mode. No matter how much you diet or work out, if you don't sleep enough, your body still thinks it's under threat, and it won't let that fat go. Sleep deprivation also messes with your mental balance. You become more sensitive, angrier, more indecisive. Because the frontal cortex, your decision-making center, can't function without rest. Stress hormones go wild, and over time, you become someone more irritable, less tolerant, more disconnected. But you don't even notice it, because it happens slowly, quietly, painlessly. That's what makes it dangerous. And that's why it's so common, because no one wakes up one day saying, "I feel awful." No one ruins their life in one night. Everyone just says, "I'll sleep a little later tonight." Then again, and again, and without realizing, the small cuts to your health add up. In the end, it's not lack of sleep that stays, it's the habit. That's how sabotage begins, slowly, with willing surrender. Lack of sleep is a silent war between you and your body, and in that war, there are no winners. Exhaustion builds, responses slow, and one day, you wake up. But the version of you, inside, is no longer there. Because without realizing, you've taken a sleep debt. Just like a bank overdraft, your body keeps tabs, and that debt cannot be postponed. Every late night, every early morning, it's all logged by your body. At first, you think you're handling it, but the debt piles up, and one day, it's payback time. And that day, you're not just tired, you're forgetful, sensitive, fragile. And finally, you begin to understand why the you inside went quiet. To live well, to make the right decisions, to see, hear, and love clearly, to solve your problems at work and in life, and most of all, to succeed, you need to sleep. So, how much should you sleep? Experts say that adults need 7 to 9 hours per night. Less than 6 hours can, over time, cause weakened immunity, weight gain, mental fog, and emotional instability. And sleeping more than 10 hours might mean the quality of your sleep is poor. So it's not just about how long you sleep. It's about how deep and restorative that sleep is. That's why you need to learn to listen to what your body truly needs. Does anyone you know really get this? Share this video with them, especially those who still say, "I'll manage," because their body may have already given up. When did you realize how much you actually need sleep? Write it in the comments. You might just change someone's life, and remember, this is just the beginning. In upcoming episodes, we'll talk about the causes stealing your sleep and how to fix them. Stay tuned. Knowledge is power. Subscribe, follow, and hold that power in your hands. What do we know?